All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Culinary Business Network, our Expert Connect Masterclass presented by Feed the Soul Foundation, the only network you can connect, learn, and grow. Connect with like-minded individuals, learn from culinary professionals and industry experts, and grow your business all at your fingertips with our membership platform. I'm your host, Karina Fernandez, Program Director of Feed the Soul Foundation. Again, thank you for joining us this wonderful Monday afternoon. Today's masterclass is geared towards making big moves into planning and securing corporate contracts and corporate clients. And how do you even turn holiday tables into profitable deals? And what does mastering corporate catering even look like, right? And so how do you, one, leverage your kitchen, leverage your team, and also leverage, those partnerships with clients, and how do you even find those corporate clients? And where do you even begin, right? Like thinking about it. So whether you're a restaurant, a private chef, a pop-up, a mobile food business, this is a masterclass for you. So to help us answer some of those questions, actually all of those questions, is a seasoned chef who has built an incredible reputation. And not only is she an award-winning celebrity chef, a Food Network champion, but also a businesswoman who has mastered catering and scale. She delivers elevated, flavorful cuisine with a modern twist. And she blends creativity and quality with flawless presentation. And we're going to show you that, of course, to craft those unforgettable dining experiences for any occasion. And it is where sophistication meets delight in every bite. And so hold on, there's actually more. She is also the creator of Never Bland Seasoning and Marinades. She is the winner of the Great Food Truck show in Alaska, season 13. So you got to check that out. The team was called Tasty Balls, and she'll talk about that too. She's also the winner of the Bakers Guild Award in 2003 for Best Caterer. She's also won multiple awards with Black Restaurant Week, Best in Show 2019, 2021, and in 2022, she won Best Healthy Bite. And none other than, I'm going to put this on stage really quickly before I bring her up. Our expert connect is Chef Dee. She is the owner of Sophisticated Delights Contemporary Catering. Hello, everyone. Help me welcome Chef, owner, executive chef of Sophisticated Delights Contemporary Catering, Miss D'Ambria Jacobs, aka Chef Dee. Did I leave anything out?
No, girl, you did such a great job, Karina. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad to be here with you guys today to share my little tidbits and knowledge that I've gained over the 11 years that I've been in business. So let's get into it. First thing that I always recommend is that you need to make sure you have your certifications, right? So that's your woman-owned business, your veteran-owned business, your minority-owned business, whatever that looks like for you, you need to be registered. Outside of that, then you need to make sure that you already have your NCIS number. And then that number is so that way you have your identifying marker. You're going to use that as you're applying for bids as well. So whether that's with your local city, like the city of Houston, or wherever your business is located, you can also apply for those. I think what people forget is a business can patronize you for a small order or throughout the year. But when it comes to their major dollars, they're wanting to make sure that they're covering their bottom line too. And so they're looking at tax advantages and tax breaks. And so by utilizing businesses that are actually registered, they're saving money too. So as good as your food is, they may still choose someone else because they're a registered agent and you're not. So making sure you take the time. Yeah, making sure you take the time to do that. And then once you do the registration and you put your name in that large database that they're going to search through if they're a military base or anything like that, large businesses. The next part is go to their website. go to their diversity and inclusion portion on their website. If you're a minority, if you're a woman, right, veteran, on any of those things, you're going to go on their website, and then you're going to also register to be a vendor with that company. Once you do that portion of it, then you're in this database. You're able to find it. Now comes that's the automated part. Now comes the, how do I get my name in front of these people, right? And so once I've gone on their website, a lot of times you're going to get a response. Once you've become a registered vendor, it's going to give you a point of contact. That is what you want to keep. You want to hold on to that point of contact. It may change over the years, but keep it, because whoever's next up is still going to be coming through that same similar email or portal. That's the person I want to make contact with. That's who I want to impress. Yeah, that sounds like that's who I want to impress. Because once I've done that, then I can say, hey, I'm a registered vendor with you all. I know you've never tried my food. I know I've never been to your facility. I would love to set up a time to just walk the premises, if that's okay. So in the event that we have an event, then we can be ready to go for you all. It shows initiative. It shows creativity. Yeah, and they're excited about it immediately. They're like, yeah, come on. And then also those words, free food, right? So then they're like, yeah.
I was going to say, and free food.
And they're going to bring a plate of food or a cookie or whatever it is that you make. And then you want to make sure you're impressing with this food. So I have a little trick, and y'all are going to laugh at me. So I just got a new corporate contract with the PGA golf tournament. And so with that contract, everybody said, oh my God, she told me when I got there, she said, this food is so good. How is this food so good? And y'all, I am the do whatever it takes type of person. Okay. And so in the back of this truck that so I had like a U-Haul type of cargo van situation. I'm cooking in the back of this truck on site. Like I get to the, because I want to make sure that this food tastes. I know that if I'm driving, because my kitchen physically from their resort is about an hour, in the Dallas Irving area, it's about an hour. And so for me, I'm like, if I've got to travel for an hour, I'm compromising the integrity of this food. Is it going to be hot? Is it going to be show stopping? And again, you're not just providing a meal that particular day, you're literally selling yourself on a plate. And if I'm selling myself in a plate in a proposal, right? I want to make sure it wows. And so I took the time to cook on site to make sure, and people are walking by me and they're like, is she really back there? Guess what? That's okay. You can look at me crazy because it doesn't matter. Public opinion doesn't matter when it's me in this business. And, they're also either employees, they also might be hungry, but they also could be other business owners that are thinking, why didn't I do that today? Right. And I know every situation, you're not going to be able to do that. But I think that you have to remember that the moments that you're taking to meet with these businesses to garner their business, if you don't use it to the best of your ability, you really honestly just shouldn't have done it. If you aren't able to give it that 100%, you don't want to give them a representation of you that isn't that. Because ultimately, again, they're going to go elsewhere, or that's now going to be the vision that they have of you and your brand. And it's so hard to erase negative thoughts behind your brand.